Hey Sally, it's been a while. How have you been?
What do you want now? I mean, who did you get my contact information from? How come you have my number?
I got it from an acquaintance. I told them I need to contact you because I have something important to tell you.
What's the important thing? I don't think I have anything to talk to you about.
You may not have anything to talk to me about, but I have something to tell you.
I don't want to hear your story. I don't care.
Just listen to me. I'm actually ill.
What kind of illness do you have?
I have cancer. So, please, let me see my son.
Huh? You left us 8 years ago. What are you talking about now?
I'm sorry, but you guys are the only family I have. I want to see him one last time.
I don't understand what you mean. Do you know what you've done?
I know. Because of my debt. I caused you a lot of trouble. It was all my fault. I'm sorry.
That's not all. Don't you remember? Sean is now 16. He has grown up a lot since you left.
Right. I haven't seen him in 8 years. I think he may have forgotten me and what I look like. Still, I want to see him. I miss you guys.
You gambled your way into debt. And yet you lied to me all along. You told me your parents are sick, or you took over your brother's debt or something. It was all made-up stories.
That's true. I lied and betrayed you all. That fact doesn't change. But I'm gonna be gone from this world soon. Will you let me see you guys for one last time? Please?
Even after you disappeared, we stayed married for a while, because I felt bad about changing Sean's last name. But I thought it was time since he was going to start high school. 2 years ago, I went through the process of changing his last name. Then I found out that you got married again right after you divorced me. You remarried, didn't you?
Technically, that's not remarriage. I just entered into a marital relationship with someone.
What am I supposed to believe? What is true? I don't know. Anyway, I don't care if you're ill. We are no longer involved.
Please don't say that. You're my family, right?
You're no longer my family. When we were getting divorced, you said he's not your biological son. And you refused to pay child support. Don't you remember?
I'm sorry about all that. But I really didn't have the money to pay you. I was having a hard time paying off my debts. You know what I mean. I didn't really mean it when I said that Sean wasn't my child. You don't believe me?
I don't believe you. I knew you didn't have any money at all. And you were remarried, it seems. Even that was a sham marriage, wasn't it?
What? Stop imagining weird things. Anyways, could you ask Sean?
I guess. He's old enough to figure things out for himself. I'll let him decide for himself.
Please do.
Even a bum like you, to him you're his father after all. The reason for our divorce was because you had to take over someone else's huge debt, so that he would not get a bad impression of you. But the fact is, you're a gambling addict. You're in debt, you're an alcoholic, and you didn't pay the bills. I didn't tell him you were such a scumbag.
Thank you. Thanks to you, I can see my son again. I can't thank you enough. So, when can I meet him?
What hospital are you in?
What?
I'll visit you first. There, I will decide if you deserve to see Sean. I will talk to Sean afterward, and let him decide if he wants to see you.
I'm not in the hospital right now.
Huh? You have cancer, right?
Yes, but I'm not in the hospital yet, for a number of reasons.
You're not just saying that because you don't have any money again, are you? Or do you not have health insurance?
Well, there's a lot going on. Anyways, can we meet outside? At a park or somewhere?
Come to think of it, I haven't told you this in a long time. When we divorced, you said you would not even pay child support. So I figured I didn't have to tell you. Actually, we had about $100,000 in joint savings.
Huh? Is that true?
I didn't split it with you. And that was mostly money I saved. You said you wouldn't pay a dime of child support. So I kept it.
Have you already spent that money?
I haven't used it yet. It's saved for when Sean goes to college.
That's so. Sally, actually, my disease? Money is the cure.
Uh-huh. So,
So, with all that money you have, I can have the surgery. My life can be saved. That way, as a result, we can live together again, as a family. Don't you want to do that?
nope.
Excuse me? You don't want to save my life? That money was our joint saving in the first place, wasn't it? I should be entitled to half of it. I'll take 50,000.
If you insist on me giving you that money, then can I tell him that you told me when we separated that you would not pay child support because you said the child is not yours?
No, you can't do that. If you tell him that, I have no face to turn to him.
You don't have that in the first place. Well then, that's what I need to say.
Wait a minute. I get it. You don't have to let me see Sean. I'll take that 50,000. I mean, give it to me. It is mine.
I knew it.
Huh?
I knew you would say that. And the reason you wanted to see Sean, because there is some other reason anyway. It was all about the money, wasn't it?
No, it's not. It's normal to want to see your own son one last time, right? Isn't that normal?
Is it really the last? You're not even in the hospital. It has no credibility at all. And you're still dumb as always.
What? What's with that tone of voice?
Did you really think we had $100,000 in savings? How could there be? You had a gambling habit and debts. And Sean was still small and I could only work part-time. How do you think we can save that kind of money under those circumstances? Our lives were on fire. That's so obvious.
Did you screw me over?
Huh? How many times have you lied to us? I also know that you remarried shortly after our divorce. You were having an affair too, weren't you? Be thankful I didn't charge your alimony.
I wasn't having an affair. I mean, I don't remember that long ago.
You're still married to that woman anyway, aren't you? I don't know if you're really ill, but you simply ran out of money. And you just wanted someone to ask someone for money, didn't you?
I'm really sick. Please, help me.
I do not have the financial means to do so. Well, it's better now than when I had a debt-ridden, alcoholic husband, though. There is a future for Sean, too, so I can't be bothered with you.
Please, at least let me see Sean.
I can pretty much guess what you're thinking.
What?
You'd have to convince Sean anyway. You're trying to get him to live with you, aren't you? And you're trying to get child support from me, right?
I don't intend to do that. Sean might want to live with me, right?
Of course not. Even if he said so, I wouldn't allow it. But even if he were to move in with you, I wouldn't pay child support. Considering the amount of child support you haven't been paying, it would be the equivalent of child support until he turns 18.
I didn't mean to. Before I die, I just want to see you guys.
Oh, I see. Well, I don't care. As for me, I think it's long overdue. Your life is over. I am already enjoying my new life. Goodbye forever. Daniel's illness turned out to not be cancer. His disease was curable with treatment, but he didn't have enough money to pay for the treatment, and his condition continued to worsen because he could not stop drinking. His new wife had no interest in his health. She is also in debt because she spends all her time partying. Sally told her son Sean the truth that she had been hiding from him, and if he decided to contact him in any way in the future, she advised him not to get involved with him. Sean said that he had somewhat expected it. He's studying hard to avoid becoming that kind of person. Anne's wedding is coming soon. Finally, your role is over.
Where is this coming from so suddenly?
I don't need you anymore. I now declare that I don't need you anymore.
Hey, watch your language. What do you mean you don't need me? Once Anne got married, I, her father, am useless now?
You're not even her real father.
What are you saying? I've raised her for 15 years.
It took me a really long time. When Anne was 5 years old, I got remarried, and I've been putting up with you for 15 years. I think I did a great job.
Huh? Why are you complimenting me? What do you mean by putting up with me? You don't even know what I've been through.
Well, in the first place, I only saw you as my ATM, though. I admit that you were quite useful until now.
Are you serious?
Huh? Did you just realize that? It's pretty obvious that I got remarried only because I needed money to raise her. I've never found you attractive in our married life. That's too numb of you to realize it just now. I already got money for the wedding, so I don't need you anymore.
So you just wanted money from me? All that effort was for nothing?
Effort? You were just working, weren't you? I was the one who had been putting effort. You don't need to attend our wedding.
Hey, thanks to your habit of wasting money on useless things, I had to make more money than required. But still you're saying that? Isn't that a little bit cruel?
My habit of wasting money? I had to because you were so stressful to me. You should blame yourself.
I'm honestly impressed that you've got such a talent for blaming others. Plus, I've already greeted her husband. He's gonna think it's strange to see me absent from the wedding, right? Am I mistaken?
No worries, nobody cares about you. I can make tons of excuses. Like, you were busy with work, or I'm gonna tell them that I got divorced because you cheated on me. This house is gonna be mine too.
What? Our house? Do you want it that bad?
No, I'm saying I'll gladly accept your house. There shouldn't be many more payments for the house, right? Then I'll gladly accept your house. You better become homeless or something.
I didn't expect you, who I thought to be my wife, to be saying something like this.
Apparently, Anne's boyfriend works for a big company, so I don't need your easy money anymore. Anne's and her boyfriend's salary make me enough to live a decent life. You're completely done. So that's it. Can you just piss off?
So are you planning to change your ATM from me to them?
You should be thanking me for putting up with you for this long.
Ugh, whatever. I'm not sure if the lies will make it clear to them. But if you're saying that much, I'm gonna leave as soon as possible.
What's wrong being so obedient suddenly?
I didn't expect it to be this sudden, but I knew this was gonna happen one day.
That's a smart prediction for you.
I honestly agree with you. Then I'm gonna be out in a couple of days.
Thank you. I don't want to wash your clothes and stuff anymore. So better get going.
Okay, alright, I got it.
It's Anne's wedding day.
Okay, what do you want me to say? What do you want?
I felt pitiful that you can't even attend your daughter's wedding. So I'm here.
Are you making fun of me?
Not really. I'm not mocking you. It's just that I felt sorry for you.
Huh, is that so? So are you done bragging? If you're done, can I brag to you about something?
What is it? You don't even have anything to brag about, do you? You're just a homeless office worker. You've got no place to live, no family, and you can't even attend your daughter's wedding. I don't want to be miserable like you in my 40s. Me? I'm about to go to Anne's wedding. You know that?
I love my condo.
What?
Didn't I tell you? I started to live in a condo since I left the house.
A condo? Stop joking around. How can you afford it? Are you starting to imagine things since you've become homeless?
I see how you don't believe a single thing I say, which is understandable. I've been hiding it well until now.
What? You've been hiding that?
I was fed up with your habit of wasting money, so I started to fake my yearly salary.
Huh? What do you mean?
But if you got to know that, I thought you'd start to waste even more. So I made another bank account and I sent some to it. I've been saving up for quite a long time.
What? Were you hiding your actual salary and saving up the rest?
You wouldn't believe me, but it is what it is. I didn't think what I did would turn out so useful this early, though. Since I don't have to listen to you anymore, I thought I should give it a try and go out and enjoy the rest of my life. So I bought a condo. I'll be easily maintaining this as long as you don't waste my money.
Wait, what?
What were you saying about me being homeless?
I don't care. I didn't know you were hiding and saving up, though.
Exactly. I tried to divide some of my assets when we got divorced, but you wanted the house, so I let you have it. But that's all you'll get from me.
Shut up. I'm not even jealous, even if you bought a condo. Anne's boyfriend is quite rich as well. I'll be living a better life than you in no time.
Come to think of it, I got to know him on the day he came to say hello to us. Anne's boyfriend works for a company, which is a client of the company I work for, and we get along pretty well.
What?
Even after saying hello to us, I personally went to drink with him a couple of times. Apparently he wanted a contract for my company. Since Anne's getting married to him, at least I thought I could try and make it work better for him.
What are you talking about?
But Anne doesn't have anything to do with me, so let's forget about it.
Huh? Wait a second. You got a connection with him through your work?
I didn't, but apparently he wanted to. If Anne sees me as her father in the slightest, I thought I could do something, since I took care of her for 15 years. But the messages I got on the day you told me to leave the house made me realize Anne was seeing me as her ATM as well, just like you.
No, that's not true.
Get out, ATM, LOL. That's what she texted me, and she's blocked me ever since. If she saw me as her father, she wouldn't do such a thing, don't you think?
I mean, it's just that she's in her rebellious phase.
Well, let's call it a day.
But Anne's boyfriend wants a great relationship with you, right?
That's exactly why I asked if it's okay for me to be absent. Well, I guess it's too late now. It could be that's why he approached Anne. Because he knew I'm her father.
Huh? What? You gotta be kidding me, right?
Well, the truth remains a mystery. Either way, we got divorced. That means we have nothing to do with each other.
I apologize.
What?
Let's go to her wedding together. After all, I'm sure she must miss you if you don't attend her wedding.
I definitely don't think she misses me. That's something you're very well aware of, aren't you?
No, that's not true. I'll tell her to make it right.
It's too late to ask me to forgive you all. Oh, I haven't even paid the wedding cost yet.
Huh?
You said Anne paid it with her credit card, so give me money afterwards, right? But now that we're strangers, I have no intention of paying it.
What are you talking about? Haven't you paid it yet?
Nope. It cost a lot of money. Well, I'm glad I now don't have to pay for it.
Wait a second. Stop messing around. Then what do we do about it? Who the hell is gonna pay for it?
I don't know. Maybe Anne and her boyfriend will pay for it. Anne must be bad at saving up just like you. She might rely on you, though.
I don't have any money either.
Then why don't you sell the house?
What?
I don't think you can sell it at the price we got it. But still, you can make some money out of it.
Wait, where should I live after that?
I don't give a single crap about that. Why don't you live in an apartment or something?
This isn't how it was supposed to be. I was supposed to live a good life after letting Anne get married.
I feel very sorry for you. I don't think you'll be able to live a life that's the same level as you were. Well, I think your life costs too much money if you stay as you are.
Alright, I'm gonna sell this house. So can I live in your condo together?
Are you nuts?
It's fine, right? Let's start over. We were married until a couple of days ago, so it's fine, right?
You're mistaken. I don't have any plans to live a life as your ATM.
It's fine, right? You're gonna be my savior.
If you want to say an ATM is a savior, why don't you work yourself and become friends with a real ATM?
There's no way I can work now. I haven't worked for the past 15 years. You know that.
Humans can do anything when they're required to, right?
I don't want to be required to.
Okay, alright. Whatever you say. I'm sure Anne is going to call you soon.
Come on, stop being stubborn and come back.
You told me that I don't have to go to her wedding. I wonder if she can even have one.
There's no way I'm gonna call it off. I've already invited my parents and relatives.
Even if you can hold one, I wonder if he really wants to get married to Anne.
Do something about it.
I told him that I have nothing to do with Anne because we got divorced yesterday. He looked quite iffy.
Have you already told him about that?
Either way, he was going to find out about it today. Not much of a difference.
Don't you want your daughter to be happy? That's too cruel.
Even if you're married just for the money, you can't be happy. That's something you're well aware of, right?
That may be true. Anyway, can you just persuade him? I'll get in trouble if he doesn't get married to Anne.
That's impossible. I don't have anything to do with it. Anyway, I'm happy for you that your dream came true. In the end, Anne's boyfriend was found to be a client of Robert. Apparently, Anne's boyfriend just wanted to get a promotion. As soon as he heard her parents got divorced, he broke off the engagement. The wedding was cancelled. They decided to divide the cancellation fee and pay for it. But Anne had no money to pay for it and got in trouble. She panicked and contacted Robert and asked for his help. Robert had blocked her, so she couldn't get in touch with him. After that, Anne and Kate decided to sell the house. They started to live in a tiny apartment.
Hey, you unemployed bum. How long are you staying? Because of you, our family's budgets are under pressure. Huh? What are you talking about? Aren't you accidentally texting someone else? I'm not mistaken. I'm talking to you, my low-life daughter. If that's the case, why don't you text Mark? He's the unemployed one. Mark is not unemployed. That boy is always going somewhere. So he can't possibly be unemployed. What kind of understanding is that? He's always going out, so that means he's working? Then is that man bringing home any money? If he's not, it doesn't matter whether he's working or not. Don't make fun of your brother. He's probably working hard. He doesn't have to do anything. He's our eldest son. He's going to take care of us someday. Oh, okay. So he doesn't have to do anything now. Also, he's probably going to marry a pretty girl and give us cute grandchildren one day. He's not like you. I don't know why you're comparing him to me, but I work from home. I even put in money. So why do I have to be called an unemployed bum? A shut-in and an unemployed bum are the same things. I work from home and earn money. Before you misunderstand and decide that I'm unemployed, why don't you have a long walk with your dear son? He needs to become more independent, or he's going to be in trouble. What do you know? Don't act like you know everything. I don't mean to act like I know everything, but if you really want me out of the house, you better talk to Dad first. He asked me to come back home. About that, your father says he doesn't recall saying that. What? When I talked to him about kicking you out, he didn't disagree. He said that's fine. What? Are you sure? Aren't you guys taking this a little too lightly? You should really talk about it. Like about what you're going to do moving forward. You should think about what you're going to do. You need to quit depending on your parents for support. There's no support to receive in the first place. A woman who can't get married is useless. I thought you would get married and finally move out. If I left things as they are, you will always be living here. The electricity bills are through the roof, you know? Yeah, that might be true. I have to stay at home, and I use 2 computers to work. Nobody needs you. I'm saying you're a useless person. Shouldn't you realize that by now? That's no way to speak to your own daughter. What are you going to do when I move out? Mark will provide for us. Huh? How? He doesn't even have a real job. Your father still works, so there won't be a problem. You're the problem. Our luck runs out when you're here. Go out sometimes. Fine, I'll go out. But shouldn't you talk to the family first? You're sending me all of these texts, but you should talk to the others too. Don't tell me what to do. I don't want to look at your face. That's why I'm trying to do everything by text. You're useless. We don't need trash in this family. That's crossing the line. In any case, if you wanted that much, I'll leave. Dad, you haven't talked to Mom yet? It's gonna be a year now.
What are you talking about?
Don't act dumb. You know what I'm talking about. The reason why I needed to move back home.
I don't plan on talking about that.
Wait, are you serious? You can't keep hiding it from her. You haven't told her what's going on with you?
You're a real pain in the neck. That's why you're not the favorite. I'm so relieved that I don't have to look at your face anymore.
What? What do you mean?
I wasn't supposed to tell you this, so I can't.
You already said that much. I don't know what you guys are thinking, but you need to talk about it before you do anything stupid.
You're surprisingly out and about today.
Because you keep nagging me to get out of the house. So I've been getting out of the house more often. I'm on vacation right now. What's the matter?
So you're not coming home. What a shame.
A shame? I didn't expect to hear that from you. Why?
It's a shame today won't be the day that you'll come home. And we won't be there anymore.
What?
Our family moved out when you were gone. We don't live there anymore. I'll give you that old house. Consider it an inheritance, so be thankful.
I really don't understand. What are you talking about? What inheritance? That house has no value. You bought an old house, then lived in it for 30 years. That house is so old, it has no market value. You're just trying to get rid of it.
Yeah, that might be true. Honestly, we don't want a daughter who doesn't even work.
I told you to say that to Mark.
Mark will be working for a good company, you know.
Oh, really?
So we don't need your help anymore. Well, I don't recall you ever helping us anyway.
I thought so. You haven't talked to Dad, have you?
What are you trying to say? We're cutting all ties with you. We can't keep taking care of you anymore. We chose a time you were out of the house and moved. A bum like you deserves to be in an old house alone and sad.
Okay, good luck.
Look at you, trying to act so tough.
I don't remember you taking care of me. It's fine. I was wanting to cut all ties with you anyway. It's good timing, to be honest. Don't bother me anymore. About the house, has the name of the title deed been changed to mine?
What?
It's no use talking to you. I'll just have my accountant take care of the paperwork. I'm telling you now, it'll be too late to come running back to me.
There's no way I'm living in a house like that. I don't plan on ever going back. I don't plan on seeing you again either. Goodbye then.
Got it. Even if you want your house back, it's too late.
We're going back home on the weekend. That's fine, right?
Huh? Who is this?
Stop messing around. We're coming back. The house is probably a mess since you messed it up. But we're coming home on the weekend, so clean it up before then.
What are you talking about? There's no place for you to come back to.
What?
We've cut off all ties. And this is my house now. There's no place for you guys to come home.
That house is your father's. Why don't you get that?
Have you lost it already? A few months ago when you moved out, you changed the name on the deed to mine.
Did I? But you need to change that back immediately. We plan on coming back.
I told you there's no place for you to come back to. There's no way you're getting it back. It's too late to be regretting it now.
Hold on. Are you being serious? That's our house.
Not anymore. There's no sign of that old, filthy place here anymore.
What?
That day, I was secretly thrilled. You were excited to see me so shocked, though.
You weren't shocked? You were burdened with your family's baggage. There's no way you weren't shocked.
Well, a normal person would be. But I have money.
What?
I redid the house to make it nice. I also got to cut all ties with you, so I'm so happy. I turned the extra space into a guest room that I'm leasing out. I get to make extra money while working from home. It's the best. I got the idea from this. To buy old houses and flip them. So that's what I'll be doing.
I don't understand. So you're letting people live in our house?
Don't misunderstand anything. This is my house now.
So that means we can't go back to it? Why are you abandoning your family?
You're the one who tried to abandon me first.
What did you say?
That's the truth. You made fun of me and looked down on me. It's been over a year since Dad lost his job, but you never noticed.
What? You knew about that?
Of course I knew. Since Dad couldn't provide for the family, he asked me to come back home. So I had no choice but to go back to that dump.
Really? I didn't know that.
That's why I told you many times to go talk to him. He forbid me to say anything. He said he would get another job. But a 60-year-old nearing retirement who got fired for a scandal wouldn't be hired by anybody, right?
A scandal? He didn't just quit?
If so, he would have been paid retirement money. If only you would just think a little bit.
We can't even afford the rent at our new place. Mark became so stressed only after 1 month of working that he became so depressed and won't come out of his room. We won't be able to pay rent, and your father says he doesn't have any more money.
I mean, when Dad agreed to move, didn't you notice that he wasn't working then?
That's true.
That's what I mean. Well, even if you're in trouble and you want to come back, I reject you. The house is in my name now, and I have cut all ties with you. If you try to come in, I'll call the police for trespassing.
Trespassing? That was our home for 30 years.
And you forced that on me. I'm very grateful to have received it. You guys don't have any rights. It's your own fault, right? Well, good luck being homeless. Goodbye, forever. The mother, Charlotte, didn't give up and kept calling, and ended up coming to the house. But the daughter, Maya, actually called the police. She was arrested for trespassing and was taken in for questioning. In the end, Charlotte's family lost their house, and the husband started getting dementia and needed care. The son, Mark, was too depressed to work. Charlotte was at the point of being homeless, but managed to find a job and move into an old apartment. She now works long hours to provide for her family. She says she should have listened to Maya and regrets it every day. But it seems she was too late.